Welcome back to some more Elden Ring. Anyway, let's play. So, I don't know which grace it is we need to go to. That's the front. I think it's this one right here. Or it's the one up... No, it's the one up here, actually. The lift to chamber. We want to destroy the statue now that was here. And to do that, we're going to take care of the big guy again. Oh. There you go. We're gonna lead the big guy over here. He killed his own doggy though. And the guy is all the way up here. Oh. Are you kidding me, dude? That was annoying. Over here, stranger. Oh, hi there. You just spectated us fighting. No, there's no loot down there. We're just gonna lure this big guy. And we'll get that golden seed later. This big guy has a ranged ability, so just be cautious of that. You want to make sure he follows, though. There's the range ability. Almost undodgeable. And yeah, he's just blowing bubbles in your face. That's pretty much what he does. So yeah, just reach his face. It should be game over. Clearly not good enough. And we're getting smithing stone 1, smithing stone 2s. Pretty good stuff. And that takes care of the Abiga dude. And I think we killed one small guy. There's another small one there. But we are just gonna clear out this area, this section quickly. By going into the first room. Just talk to her.
You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord. Apologies.
Okay. Just clear out her dialogue here. And she just says, hey, if you're gonna fight Godric, remember to summon me. She will help us with it. Just remember, if you do have a summon, they will have higher HPs. You know, the enemies around you. It's the same when you play multiplayer. It's the same with like any other game that's multiplayer. That shouldn't be, right? Including games like what's the game called? I almost said Baldur's Gate 3. It's the same with I'm trying to remember the game. Borderlands 3. Good example. Enemies will have bigger HP. So Godric is right here. Her summon is right here. So make sure that you grab this first, obviously. A resting place. You don't have to rest, but we're gonna. But we're not gonna go down there at the moment. There's a lot for us to do on the other side first. So we're gonna go this way and follow the golden bowl of doom. Take care of that. Gives you As of War Stormcaller. A lot of pots here that you can take care of. There's a bigger pot. If I can look at him, that would be great. Smaller pots don't really attack. It's only the big one that's a threat. So... getting some cracked pots. That can take care of this section right here. I would actually recommend going back. How much do we have? 7,800. Yeah, we're gonna go back. And we're gonna use our money. Yeah, we should go jump up there as well. We'll do this soon. We're just gonna head back first and use the money. Because we're gonna fight the boss at the other side as well. It's not a mandatory boss, but it's a very hard one, to be honest. So, to level up, we need pretty much 10,000 souls or monies. So we'll just use that quickly. So over here, how much do we have? Does it show anywhere? Yeah, 7,880. So these ones, it looks like gives you 800. So select 5. And then 1. Gives us exactly 10k. Level up. We're gonna go up a little bit more in vigor. We want to push for that 30 vigor at the moment. So now we went down to 124 monies. And if you lose that, then I don't really care, to be honest, right? But we are gonna fight a little bit more enemies on the way, so just keep that in mind. Jump your way up here. Run across. Now this is a hard jump to do. Oh, we did it. Nice. So now we are on the other side of the wall. And we're not going to jump down here because that leads somewhere else. We're going to go this way. No loot's there. And we're above now. We're going to jump that way soon, but we're going to get this loot. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get that loot first and then jump back again. Nice. We need more smithing stones. Going back this way. The big pot spawned down there again. Pick up, bro. Goodness. Smithing stone, golden rune 2. Gonna fight some enemies here. And another one. Yo. Oh, ow. Getting a chest. Threw us twice. Just unfortunate. Okay, no other loot here. I still hear enemies. Where the heck did you come from? There's even one behind him. Oh, they came from here. Okay. Surely what you seek somewhere close by. There's a little hint that you can get somewhere still. And it's on here. I think it's down. Yeah. Grab that. Golden rune 5. Well, that's a decent amount of runes right there. We get the rainbow stone. So if you guys don't know what the rainbow stone is, it's you can stand on a ledge here, for example, and throw it down. If the rainbow stone breaks, that means you will die if you jump down. Open up this door. Very important, because now we are at a shortcut. And this is where we lured the giant to, was on the way here. So now you're just on a shortcut here. And most probably the better place to actually use your runes for a level. So that you won't be on many runes over here. So for us to get there, we need to jump across again. And now we're here. Okay, so you can use your ranged weapon here if you have one. Just to throw both of these down. We are the hunter, not being hunted, if that makes sense. Once the hunter becomes the hunter. And then we need to jump all the way down there. And we hear a bull, but we're going to go for that soon. Gonna jump across here. And the golden rune of doom. Now over here you can hear a bull. The best way to take care of it is by getting the smaller rats first. There's going to be a bigger rat where the bull is, so just ignore the bigger rat. Go straight for the bull, because the bull will disappear. Okay, we got what's the Roncore coal. Holy. You don't even have to kill the big rat. The big rat will just respawn if you get to this area, so it's not mandatory. So you might as well just leave it. And down here is where the boss is. Boss is very hard, guys. You can't use your summons, so most probably if you're a caster over here, you'll have a really bad time. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna change our equipment here a bit. We're gonna change the throwing knives. Maybe this one. And we're gonna put on fire grease. So we'll do that. And then we're gonna use our flask and use our fire grease. I think we'll use our fire grease just right here. And then we'll use a flask as we jump down. I'm gonna just keep pumping. There we go. I was waiting for the bleed proc to happen. I was just spamming the R1 button there. And you get a golden seed for killing the boss. So, pretty cool stuff. And you'll just finish looting this area. You get another stone key. And we'll just keep on going this way. So, if you press on this blood, you will see what happened to someone here. The sacrifice of doom. There's more bloods up here that you can click on. Well, at least I don't see it. And yeah, there's a long ass ladder up here. Like super long. But if you get up there, nothing is there, honestly. Not even a good sight. Nothing is there. It's clearly just there to waste your time, so we're not going to deal with that anytime soon. That ladder is just a waste. So right now we're going to face another boss here, so it's best to, again, level up. So we need 4,000 runes. A little bit more, 4,400. So we can get our vigor up to 25. To 4,400. And then just the 800 one. So 400 more. So level up, and yeah, we'll take just one more in vigor. And we have 16 runes left, dude. So now we're gonna just summon her. Obviously it's not needed, but I'm gonna do it. The boss will be stronger if you summon someone. But yeah, it is what it is. So equipment, we're just gonna go change the fire one to the magic grease. And I think we're ready to fight the boss. Let's do it.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Lonely tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee now. I am the lord of all that is golden.
Okay, we're gonna just use our potions. That's a wind. I was hoping to dodge the second one. I'm stuck on something. That's the wind one. Gonna do it again. big one. Our bleed actually procced on him and did so much damage.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
Okay, so he's gonna do the fire breath now. It's a pretty long range, by the way. We're gonna just grease our weapon again. Big range. Waiting for her to get... Oh, this is a big one. There we go.
Lord of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
And we got a great rune here. And remembrance of the grafted. So remembrance is that things you can use in that big ass battles. And then we can rest here. And if you actually rest, the merchant that opens the gate for you should be here. He's gonna kick Godric around a little bit.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that. And after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godric, you filthy slug. Feel it. Feel it. Feel my bloody wrath. Oh. Hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
So I don't think he's shop upgrades at all. And you can kill him if you want. Then his shop will actually be extended to the girl, the vendor at your round table. So just keep that in mind. So now that we have great runes, by the way, you can actually enjoy the intake of this area as well. Loads of tombstones here. There's probably just potential showing that how many people Godric killed. You can also see like how damaged the castle is from the inside. Normally castles get damaged from the outside. So like there's a lot of stuff that you can actually see here. If you just look around in this section, it's pretty nice like how they've made this area, you know, and I think a lot of people would actually miss this in their run. So just look around, enjoy the zones as well in this game because there's a lot to take in. So now that we have our Great Rune, the very first Great Rune you can get in this game, we're gonna make our way across this bridge. We're only gonna do this once, so you can take care of the trolls here if you want to, or the giants. It's not a big deal if you don't take care of them. Looks like we can't mount up. You can also look around for loot. I don't think there's much loot or any loot here that is at least useful. So that giant already stood up, so... Again, if you sprint, it takes stamina. Just keep that in mind. The archer is pointing at us. Don't really care about this, honestly. Now we can kill. Because we still do quite a lot of damage. Like, you don't get anything for killing other than runes. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Use the teleporter, we get across. And then we're gonna get to use our Great Rune. Now this is where you're gonna store your Great Runes. So later down the line, we're gonna get stuff that is called an Arc Rune. And that's how you'll be able to access your Great Runes. Whatever you have stored or equipped, when you use your Arc, it's like a buff you're gonna receive for a certain time, like the potion we're drinking. Then you're gonna have access to whatever you use as your Great Rune. But I'll show you guys what I mean. So we're just gonna make our way up here. Now there's gonna be a bonfire here that we can actually use, so we can teleport here. So this is the only time you'll see this elevator. From here on forward, we'll just teleport every time to this section. So... you can rest here, but it's totally not needed. Getting some light so we can actually see where we're going. So over here is the 2 fingers, but it somewhat looks dead. And if we interact with this, it's going to restore all the Great Runes that you want, that you have in your inventory. So now that's done. Nothing else is here, according to my knowledge. So we're just going to go to the round table by pressing, obviously, select triangle, square, and then X. And I think the rest of this episode will just be dialogue. Since we use the Great Rune, we're going to have access to the 2 fingers lady. And it's going to give us some story.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the Tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave Tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Erdtree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
Okay, so we have options over here. So you can receive the power of remembrance, and then you can actually use this remembrance, and you can actually receive one of the two items that you see at the bottom there. Now, one is a fire weapon that you can spray, and I think it takes your FP or your mana, if that makes any sense. And the other one is a big-ass axe. It's a pretty good axe, but it is extremely slow. I would not recommend getting it, to be honest. And the third option we have is to use the remembrance and receive 20,000 money. Or souls or runes. So you can choose, you know, one of the three options. I'm going to take the runes because it just takes off a lot of grinding that you potentially have to do or, you know, need to do. So we're not going to use it over here.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
Okay, so now her dialogue is run through. We're going to move on to the next one, which is this guy, but it's way later in the game that we're going to do this quest.
You appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
So it's not yet.
You've met Garank, I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
So we can ask about D.
I serve the Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna use
Something else.
our arcs quickly, or our money, so we can just get some more vigor. I think we're gonna get 30 vigor now. So we have 5,000 vigor left. We're gonna jump down here and take care of one of the people that's gonna like fight us. Gonna use this, and we're gonna be aggressive on him as much as we can, like instantly. There we go. Invader taken down. We get a Taunter's Tongue. And then down here we actually get a decent weapon, which I'm thinking to respec into, but I'm not gonna. Which is the Pata Cipher. Now what makes this weapons great is the reach of it is extremely short. There it is. The reach of it is extremely short, but it is holy, right? And it pierces through armor. So even if a guy is like has a giant shield sitting behind it, if you attack with this, it goes through that shield and it hits the guy still. So pretty much the best way to explain it is it ignores armor. So it is faith, so you need to get at least 30 faith, which is it's pretty high to actually use them. But yeah, it sounds pretty good actually to have. So just keep that in mind if you want to use this. The reach is pretty short, but you can dual wield it, meaning you put one in each hand. So that's all the loot you can get here. And if you use this, it just takes you back to the round table. Which you could have just teleported out if you wanted to. Next, we can talk to her. Or him.
We meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
We can talk about Godric that's dead.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
So we got a rapier plus 8 there, meaning that it's a decent weapon already. And we can also put a... what's it called? A something on it. You can see the slot is empty in the bottom right corner of it.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erdtree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends.
So that is that dialogue done. We can actually learn skills here. So if you wanted to, you can do that. This leads us to... It's the first time we're seeing this statue. Enter Coliseum Combat. Just gonna talk to her quick, see if we can upgrade our skeletons.
Are you here for spirit tuning?
We cannot. We still don't have a grave, Glovewort 3, unfortunately. So we can go get a hug again. She might whisper into our ear. Before we do that, let's just clear out all dialogue in this section. Because probably this whole part will be dialogue, to be honest. The girl that helped us with Godric, the second fight.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
Got Arsenal Charm.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Ensha's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it. It's about time I headed off.
But this guy just stands there. Like, I think he invades you later, if I remember correctly. You can't really talk to him. But here's the father.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge, to be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
If I'm not mistaken, you're gonna fight this guy also later.
You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Lame Dell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you? So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erdtree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven.
Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erdtree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg that was Radagon's gift to her. I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Wow. We actually got through the dialogue faster than I thought. There's nothing else here that I know of. That concludes the round table. Other than doing a few hugs. I think we need to do 2 hugs. I'm not entirely sure. But she might whisper into our ear. Let's see.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more?
Oh, yes, please.
Come closer. You are so very warm.
Talking secret?
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life. To do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this. As often as it takes. My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
Thank you, stranger. Appreciate it. I don't think we have any extra dialogue here.
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms.
The Ashes of War. Yeah, this. I don't think there's much we can do. We need Sombering Stone 5. I think we'll potentially get it soon, though. I honestly do think we should. We shall see. And that concludes the round table, at least as I know it for now. Okay, so right now we're just gonna tie up some loose ends here. We're gonna go here to the Church of Pilgrimage. We picked up a picture, or a guy, yeah, a picture. I think it was still within this episode. And if you just keep running north, there he is. He's gonna take a picture and then paint the picture, and then you get this, which is the Warg Ashes. Those birds with the blades on their feet, they are gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to spawn them. There is a cave, I think is it this one? I actually think it might be that. Let me just double check, give me one sec. Yeah, it is that cave. We're gonna go there right now. And we're gonna do that cave. Now this is for mages. Like if you're not gonna play a mage, you don't honestly need this, so keep that in mind. The boss is very hard, pretty difficult, so, but yeah, you don't have to do this. However, did we grab this? No, we didn't. Grab your loots. Just 3 runes, you know. I'm a grave digger. A grave robber. I just gotta get down here. And there's our cave. Why are you Gale Tunnel? You can already tell from the enemies we're hitting, like they take quite a beating before they go down. Then we can make our way down also. Some extra loot here. Another somber stone. And then we are at the entrance of this place. Or at least the entrance grace of this area. So yeah, there's quite a lot of enemies in here. And some of them is ranged also. Get the rune. We're gonna go down soon. Double check and make sure that we are not missing any loot. Okay, we're gonna kill the bigger guy here. The bigger spaghetti. Okay, we were very lucky there. I'll just drink again. There we go. Spaghetti is down. And no, that was not the boss. What are you thinking, man? Huh? You think that was the boss, dude? Goodness. So we're getting a cross. Another new weapon there. At this point, we just have so many weapons to choose from. It's kind of insane. Inventory. We're gonna just like get rid of our hug here. Gonna just clear out this place. Us taking damage there was pretty stupid because he was immune. Shut up. Immune again. It's fun when that happens. Okay, grab all the loot here. Upgrade materials, you know, for your weapons. Every cave you enter just give you like infinite of them, so it's pretty... how can I say this? Forgiving so far, if you want to change your weapon. Can I please target? The amount of loot you get here is just out of this world. Let's just be honest here. Thankfully, we have infinite inventory. Imagine you could only carry like 10 items, dude. Okay, so the boss is in that double room right there. But we're gonna go here and talk to Pothead again.
Oh, the esteemed warrior. Where did you spring from? This was supposed to be a dead end, I'm sure of it. What's going on here? A door from thin air? Well, stranger things happen at sea, or so I'm told. But onward to the Caelid wilds. Gosh, that dead end had me rather stumped. It's time I set off to the festival at Redmane Castle on the southern edge of the scarlet rot-blighted Caelid wilds. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? It's time I set off to the...
Don't ask me how we got in there, just by the way. The pot is bigger than both entrances. So there's another way to go. It's down there to get to this boss, but the other door, the second door is locked, so you can't really get here at all from this side that we run in. But yeah, video is 1 hour long, so we'll start fighting the next boss in the next episode. So honestly, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help a lot. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.